former President Donald Trump has sharpened his economic message around a familiar theme: restoring the American dream. His latest comments highlight the cost of housing, rising regulation, and what he calls a lack of abundance caused by government overreach and corporate control. In recent remarks, Trump compared major U.S. homebuilders to OPEC, suggesting they are sitting on millions of empty lots to keep prices high. He argued that homeownership, long viewed as a cornerstone of the American dream, has become unattainable for many families because of what he described as cartel-like behavior and government red tape. The comment drew wide attention, partly because it mixed Trump's populist instincts with his traditional call for deregulation. Economists and housing experts, however, have pushed back on the OPEC comparison, noting that housing supply problems stem less from manipulation by big builders and more from strict local zoning laws, slow permit approvals, and labor shortages. Trump's team has pointed to a broader plan aimed at increasing supply rather than subsidizing demand. The proposals include opening up more federal land for development, simplifying environmental and zoning reviews, and expanding private sector participation in affordable housing construction. During his first term, Trump promoted a sweeping deregulation effort, arguing that cutting red tape would boost business growth and household savings. He has since promised to go further if re-elected, saying he would impose a 1-inch, 10-out rule. For every new regulation added, 10 would be eliminated. His campaign has framed this approach as a revival strategy for the middle class, tying the concept of abundance, more homes, more jobs, more energy, to economic optimism. Supporters say this message resonates with voters who feel squeezed by inflation and locked out of homeownership. Critics, however, warn that aggressive deregulation could erode consumer protections, environmental safeguards, and quality standards. They also point out that many housing constraints are controlled locally, not federally, making large-scale national reforms difficult to enforce. The populist tone of Trump's message, blaming both government bureaucracy and corporate gatekeepers, reflects a broader trend in conservative politics that mixes free market ideas with working-class rhetoric. It's an approach designed to appeal both to frustrated homeowners and to small developers struggling to navigate complex building codes. As the 2026 campaign cycle begins to take shape, Trump's American Dream message signals that housing affordability and regulatory reform will likely become central issues. Whether his proposals can bridge the gap between political promises and real-world implementation remains uncertain. For now, Trump is betting that a message built on deregulation, abundance, and populist critique will once again connect with voters who believe the system has left them behind.